Hey everybody, there we go, much better. I'm having difficulties tonight with my phone, let me tell you. So I'm calling up my computer so I can see comments. As you're hopping on, I'll wait just a second so Facebook can notify y'all so you know that your girl's on tonight. Whew, let me tell you, my kids have been awful. Not awful, but my 4-year-old, I just could not get her in bed fast enough, let me tell you. But y'all been on fire in this group. Let me tell you, look at Morgan. Okay, guys, let me tell you something. Before I get into the nitty gritty, I'm going to do some shout outs. Morgan has been showing up every day working out. This girl is knocked up. And can I tell you how many times people are like, I can't work out, I'm pregnant. Girl, you pregnant? You ain't sick? You ain't got no disease? You ain't got cancer? You're pregnant. And if anything, I would think that this is the time you'd want to be the healthiest as possible. So, mad shout outs to Morgan for showing up every darn day. And she is proof that no matter if you're knocked up or not, you can do it. And there are several others that have been there. But I saw her picture, her pretty pictures show up. So I wanted to, and she said, me time. That's right. Because I know she's got a little girl already. Let's see who else. Brittany. Girl, you've been rocking it. And I'm telling you what. Clean eating and strength training. Well, I'll be. No wraps there. It's amazing how clean eating, strength training really can control your symptoms. And I'm telling you what. If you know my story, I went from 15 to 20 supplements a day down to like 5, after clean eating, drinking, Shakeology, getting my nutrition in, changing my meal plan, life changer. So as you're all hopping on, say hello so I know who's here. Because right now, Facebook is silly. It doesn't tell me anybody's here. It doesn't say who's hopping on. I see people are on, but I would love to know who I'm talking to. So shout out to Morgan for showing up. Shout out to Brittany Rickerson for freaking rocking 60 pounds. Hey, Stephanie, what you up to tonight? And then I see there's a post there that I made about my Goal Getters group that none of y'all have commented on yet. Yeah, so I will share about that here in a little bit. Oh, let's see, Elisa, it's her first post. Talking about Aunt Flo. Got some recipes. Let's see. Do some more shout outs. Oh, we got some Zevia in here. Who loves Zevia? Hey, Ken. Who loves Zevia? I'm telling you, I love Zevia. It's good stuff. And they have a bunch of flavors. If you try one, you don't like it, you need to try them all because they're all very different. Let's see. Angela King, way to go for showing up for a 6 a.m. workout. That's awesome. I'm not a morning girl. I try. Let me tell you, I try. And Katie Reed, it's so important, I agree, to take measurements, to take pictures, because the scale is only one piece of the puzzle. Sorry about that. LaCroix is another good one, Stephanie. Yes, I have a crap ton of LaCroix in my garage because I'm trying to get back on soda. But, Coach confession, I did grab me a Diet Coke before this call. I ain't gonna lie. But I don't drink as much as I used to, so that's a plus. Stephanie, look at you, girlfriend. And you're now being willing to share your journey and hopefully inspiring other people by creating the Instagram just for your health journey. Let me tell you, girl, you're doing exactly what I'm doing, except I'm getting paid and I'm walking to the bank. That's all I'm going to say. So if you're interested in learning more about how you can share your journey no matter where you are on it, you need to hit me up. Let's see. Brandy, she's been rocking it too with a lot of before and after pictures and snacks. There's Stephanie again. So anyways, and Kathy, way to go. So since Facebook has probably kind of notified a few of you all, I will go ahead and get started. So my name is Robin, and I am the creator of this group. It's been open about 1.5 years, and it has completely exploded. So if you haven't followed me on my journey, you're more than welcome to go to my like page, like that. It's just facebook.com/robin.lodal, or you can just click on the profile here. And you can get kind of basically follow my crazy life. I was basically, I struggled with PCOS since I was a teenager. I, wasn't diagnosed till years later and was sent on my way with lots of pills and supplements and told to lose weight, with basically told I wouldn't be able to have kids, yada, yada, yada. And I'm telling y'all, like, I have a actually very long version. It's like 40 something minutes, and I'm like all like a snot fest and everything. So if you want to see that, you can go to my YouTube channel and watch it there. But long story short, I wasn't diagnosed for years. I was misdiagnosed. I had so many things going on. I was on 15 to 20 pills a day, and I just finally got to the point where I had literally tried everything. And I'd even had weight loss surgery. And I got to the point where I gained weight back. And I was just like, what is wrong with me? Like, and here's the thing. I've realized that I can change everything I want physically about me. I could, like, a perfect example, weight loss surgery. Or I could go and get, a nose job. Or I could get my boobs done or whatever. But here's the thing. If I don't condition this while I'm conditioning everything else, nothing's going to change. I'm not going to feel any different. And so that's one of the reasons why I created this group. I reached out to a friend who is a fellow police wife. So backing up a little bit, my husband's a police officer. We have adopted 6 kids through foster care. I'm a homeschooling mom. I run this business from home now. And it's crazy life. Like, I'm busy. Anyway, so my life is basically online, right? And I reached out to this other lady because she was inspiring all these police wives, because we have this connection, because we're in law enforcement families, and it's just, it's a different way of life. And if you're in a military family, it's a different way of life, and so on. So I joined this group. I lost 17 pounds in 5 weeks. Felt great, and I actually, for the first time, began conditioning the mind along with the rest of the body, and I felt better than I ever had, even after I had lost like 50 pounds after surgery. And then I still felt like I was in that old body. I still felt worthless. I still felt unbeautiful. I still felt unloved. I felt all these things that I continue to tell myself over and over again. But it wasn't until I was in this group and I began reading books that truly filled my cup, that reconditioned my mind, that I began to really see myself, my true self-worth, and I was a freaking badass. And you can too. You just have to choose to be one. You already are one, I guess, but you got to tap into it if that makes sense. So anyway, I became a coach, a health and fitness coach at home. Basically, I just share my journey, and it was a hobby. I was hoping to be able to inspire some people. So about a year into coaching, I was just working with women in general. And sorry, I'm pulling up where I'm seeing comments because I scrolled through the group. And I loved it. But there was something that was missing. There was something that was more. And we had to do this thing where, what kind of person, what's my ideal person I want to work with? Who do I really want to inspire? Who do I really want to help? And a lot of times they're just like us. And now at this time, I was in the closet, if you will, about my PCOS. It was not public because it was embarrassing. And there's a lot of misconceptions about it, right? Like, have you gone or shared with someone and they just don't understand you? Like, they don't understand how it's harder to lose weight because you're insulin resistant, or the facial hair, or the thinning, like they don't get it. They don't get the hormones and the emotions. Like, tell me I'm not the only one. And so that was basically an obstacle I had to overcome, was coming out of the closet about having PCOS and creating this group. So that's kind of how this group started. I just wanted to be able to hopefully inspire other women who were struggling and who were probably afraid to share that they had PCOS, and just hope that I made a difference in somebody's life by sharing my highs, my lows, the good, the bad, and the gosh darn uglies. And so with that came this group, and this week we celebrated 10,000 women, which I am just overjoyed, and I'm humbled, and I'm just excited to be able to be a part of such a wonderful, supportive community. And if you've been in this group long, you know that we women, we stick together. Now you'll have those random haters, whatever, like they can just keep moving. But for the most part, like this group is amazing because we get each other. We know that we're on different paths in our journey. We're on different chapters in our story, but we all have a common goal to get healthier and to get stronger no matter where we are on our journey, right? So if you don't, I guess, like if your vision does not align with that, like if you're not wanting to be progressive, if you're not wanting to grow, this may not be the group for you. And that's okay, because there are other groups out there that aren't the group for me, and so I just leave. So anyway, so if you are being progressive and you want more, this is the group for you. Now, there were some other things I wanted to share. Let me go up to my thing so I don't forget. So 10,000 members. So with the 10,000 members and basically this group exploding, I created the PCOS Academy, which is much more structured. It's a much smaller environment, and I open up usually every 2 to 4 weeks, depending on how many women I have, of a new academy. And I offer PCOS education in there, daily recipes. We go over meal planning, at-home workouts. We read a book together called The Champagne Diet, and I don't have secrets when it comes to my journey. We read The Champagne Diet because it's flipping awesome. So if you don't have money to join the academy, or you don't have a dime to your name, go to the library, check it out. It's a freaking awesome book. Let me tell you, you will not regret it. So with that, you get all of this, and you get me as your personal coach. You get a success partner in the group. We do weekly virtual chats. Ladies, that is my peanut butter and jelly. It's impossible to do it in this group. So that has been something that was in the works for months. And I feel like have perfected it to where women are seeing results in it. They are rocking it. And if you've been through the PCOS Academy, I would love for you to post a review below. Tell us what your thoughts were. I mean, women are dropping weight like ridiculous. And it's not about weight, ladies. It's about getting off medication. It's about feeling healthier, feeling stronger, being able to get off the couch and not be winded by going up and down the stairs. It's about just living the rest of your life the best of your life. And I focus on, if anything, I focus more on the emotional aspect of it as basically as your coach, because I can't physically be there and make you do the workout. So you're going to have to show up, but I'm willing to meet you where you're at. So that's what the Academy is. And if you're interested in that, you can go to PCOSacademy.com, watch the video there, fill out and sign up. And you actually, if you join the Academy, you get one of these free shirts. They're pretty awesome because I designed them myself. They're sparkly. And, sorry, I just want to do that. Anyway, so 10,000 members giveaway. For those who join the Academy by, I think it was next Wednesday, you not only will get this, but you'll get a 3-day refresh, which is a 3-day cleanse to help kickstart your metabolism, which will be absolutely perfect for after Christmas or New Year's when you get started. The next round of the PCOS Academy begins January 1st, so you want to get your order in to get all your programs and materials in time so that you're not starting late. January 1st is, I usually start on Mondays. It's the first Monday of the new year. And I just want to remind you that you can get started now. There are some ladies and we are rocking it in the Academy now because we know that the momentum that we build now will carry us into 2018. We're not going to start at the bottom. We're starting like up high, strong, on fire, because we know that momentum will follow us. So with that, I also have a Goal Getters group coming up. So for those who are into New Year's resolutions, or who may not be, but you want to set goals, I have a free 7-day group that I want to offer to you ladies. It is, basically I'm probably going to limit it to 50 people because I want to be able to work with you all. And I want to be able to answer your questions and your comments in the group. I'm very limited on my time. Like I said, I have a busy household. I'm running the international business here, and I can only be stretched so far. So I am going to limit it to 50 people, 50 women. but I do make a requirement that you show up every day. There are 2 assignments in the group every day. There's actually an outline that I have created that you will print out and that you will go through step by step every day. So if you are committed to it, I'm posting that link to that group right now, and I'm going to pin that comment. You can go there and answer the questions because I want to know that you're committed, and then I'll get you added to that group. And we officially start on Monday for the group, and it's a 7-day group. Ladies, I'm telling you, if you want to get started now or January 1st, that is the group you want to get in, because I'm going to start talking to you about why you want to do it and get down to the deep down why, how. Let's get you motivated. If you struggle with motivation, you're struggling with, like just emotions, crud in your life, that is the group for you. And I'm super excited about it. And then also, so the Fitbit. So every week we have a Fitbit challenge in this group, and we're going to change it up a little bit because we're going to experiment. So Morgan had mentioned that there's an activity.club app. And that will sync up with Fitbit, Garmin, and VivoFit, Apple Watch. It will sync up to basically every single fitness tracker out there. So what we're going to do is we're going to attempt to run some challenges on there as well. And we'll have people hosting challenges, and they'll send me the screenshots. If you don't want to do that and you want to stay in the Fitbit, that's totally fine. But if you're in a Fitbit challenge, I ask that you not be in the Activity Club challenge because, as I get those screenshots coming in, I don't want the same person multiple times, and then I'm having to be like, oh no, did I write that person's thing down in the shout out? Does that make sense? So that's going to be another option, because before only Fitbit users were allowed to be in it. So we're changing the name up a little bit. You'll get to see all that on Saturday morning. Saturday mornings are the sign up posts for that. So make sure you watch out for it in the group. Super excited about that because I know that there were a lot of people that were pretty bummed that it was only for Fitbit, but not anymore. What else? What else is going with y'all? Let me see some of these questions. I can ramble all night if you know me. So, Ashley, I forget to ask you, how do you do Shakeology with keto? It's actually very simple. So with those who are struggling with keto, so if you don't know what keto is, it is a high-fat, low-carb, moderate protein meal plan. And most women in the PCOS Academy do keto or portion fix. They are completely different. And you can actually implement keto or Shakeology into either one of them. If you're struggling keeping your carb content or your net carbs low, I suggest doing a half a scoop a day with that beginning the Shakeology. I feel like the net carbs that are in Shakeology are far superior than any other carbs that you can consume. And I know that that's kind of putting a target on my back for people to basically call me out on it and be like, no, it's not. That's you need real food or whatever. So what I would recommend is here are some of the things I do. Every morning I have coffee. And I actually will brew a big pot of coffee and I save the leftovers, but I fill my shaker cup up with ice, and maybe I'll go live one day this week and show you, and with ice, and throw my coffee in there. Then I will do 2 tablespoons of MCT oil. If you don't have MCT oil, use coconut oil. Throw that in there for the added healthy fats. Then I do half a scoop of Shakeology, shake it up, keeps me full for hours. And I don't recommend Shakeology as a meal replacement unless you're already skipping meals. So it is more of a snack, but for me, adding the extra fat in there, or if you were adding fruits or vegetables and spinach, all these other things, it would be more filling, and it would probably be more of a meal replacement. But I don't recommend it unless you're already skipping meals. I do that. I can do that once or twice a day and have no guilt and have like a mocha, iced mocha, whatever you call it, coffee. It's fabulous. Like, it is so good. Another thing that I do is I will take like 4 or 5 tablespoons of coconut oil and I'll melt it, take a scoop of Shakeology, mix it together, then stick it in the fridge, and it's almost kind of like a candy bar. I call it fudge, but it can be harder than fudge. And then I will just take like a tiny bit of peanut butter on top, and we'll eat it just a little bit to where I get that peanut butter taste. it's like a Reese cup, guys. Like, it's phenomenal. So it really just depends on how you play with it. You make it work for what you're doing. And with Portion Fix, it obviously counts as a protein, as a red container. I love helping women with meal plans. I love helping you find a program that works for you. This is what I get excited about, if you can't tell. I get a little, sometimes my passion comes off as pushiness, and like in this group, there are a lot of people who have other coaches who are not on my team, and that's totally fine. The only thing is, in the PCOS Academy, I just ask that I am your coach, because I value my time. I value the effort that I've put in the group, and so that is something that's special, the one-on-one coaching there. But here, everything's fair game. Yes, so I've done videos and stuff about that before, Ashley, but what I can do is I can probably hop on live tomorrow if I remember. Let's see, tomorrow morning may not work, but I will try to make a point, and I will try to tag you in it so that you will get that tag and see how I make basically my iced mocha Shakeology. It's phenomenal, and it's totally keto friendly, and you can even make it Portion Fix friendly. So how many times do you need to drink Shakeology? Really, it's up to you. You don't, it's recommended 1 scoop. So if you do a half a scoop a serving, you could do that twice a day. So if you feel like you're struggling at nighttime of getting that sugar or that chocolate craving, then you can easily eat like half of that chocolate fudgy candy bar thing, or drink a coffee shake, or make a shake in of itself. Like, it doesn't have to have coffee. So there are other things you can do. When I'm sick and I don't feel like eating, I'll sometimes have up to 2 full servings. It really works. It depends on what works for you and what you want to do with it. But when you're struggling and like cutting out those carbs and you're trying to get them lower, and here's another thing that's going to put a target on my back, and people can say whatever, but these are my thoughts, and this is kind of what I've come to the conclusion. So with keto, people believe that the common conception is if you are 20 net carbs or lower, your body will go in ketosis. But here's the thing: if you're being active every day, you can still consume 30 net carbs, 40 net carbs, and still go into ketosis. Why? Because you're burning them when you're working out. Now, if you're sedentary, then I'm going to say probably stick to the 20 net carbs if you're wanting to be true, like full-on keto. But if you're working out and you are doing 21-day fix, you're working out 30 minutes a day, or you are doing a workout program where you actually are being active every day, and you're like moderately active or extremely active, I'm going to say, if you're struggling and you want some more freaking chocolate, give yourself some grace and have you a damn chocolate shake. You won't necessarily, if you're following keto, you're not going to bust your diet or your meal plan for that, because you're already burning it. I know some women who will stick to 35 net carbs a day, and guess what? They're still losing, or who do Portion Fix, but we do a lower GI, lower carb Portion Fix meal plan, because guess what? They don't want to give up all their grains. They don't want, for some reason, a lot of the higher fat and stuff. So I will modify the Portion Fix for you as well. Like, it's completely adaptable. Some people think that it's it's a one size fits all, but it's really not. Like, you tailor it towards, what your goals are, how active you are. And that's the advantage of having a coach. You have someone who can basically be your go-to person. And if I don't have the answer, I can probably reach out to a group that I'm in that has 1,000 other coaches, and someone's going to have the answer, or I can find the answer. If that makes sense. I have with 8 ounces of almond milk. Is it unsweetened almond milk? 8 ounces water, PB2, and cinnamon. I've not tried it with the PB2 and cinnamon together. That sounds really good. Now, if you're doing keto, PB2 is lower in fat. And it's going to be higher in carb, like the ratio. So it might actually be better for you to go with a higher fat peanut butter. For instance, you could either do peanut butter or almond butter that doesn't have any, that's just, sorry, I'm brain freeze that has like no sugar. It's just like unsweetened. Or if you need a little bit of sweetness, Skippy Natural, Jif Natural, they're 4 net carbs for a serving for 2 tablespoons. And so that might actually, I think they taste a little bit better than, say, your typical PB2, if that makes sense. PB2 is basically powdered peanut butter. So peanut butter is basically just peanuts ground up, like a lot, and they usually will add oils to it to make it creamy. They'll add salt sometimes, or sugar, or whatever else they want to add to it. And so PB2 is basically just ground up peanuts. So it has nothing else in there. Does that make sense? Yeah, so the unsweetened almond milk is good. I'm trying to think. You could also throw some spinach in there if you're wanting more veggies. Have you tried the Greens Boost? If you're needing more vegetables, that is a great substitute for those who are struggling with veggies. But to each their own. So anyways, so if you would like to be part of the Go Getters group, make sure you click to join that. It's in the comments below. I would love to have you in the group. We kick that off on Monday. We have the step challenge coming out on Saturday. Watch the post there. And also for those who join the academy, by Wednesday, you not only get the free shirt, you also get the 3-day refresh. And that is huge, guys. Like, that's worth almost $100 when you count shipping. Yeah, because the 3-day refresh is like $70 value. These are $20. I mean, basically, I'm paying you to join my academy. I make no money off of this. So if you think I'm here to get like commission on sales and stuff, I make zero money. And not really, if anything, I lose money. But it's okay because I love helping women. And this is my passion. And if I can, basically break even, or basically have $10, $15 out of my pocket to be able to gift to someone else the gift of health, the gift of hope, then it's totally worth it. So I hope that you all have a wonderful night. If you have any other questions, please go ahead, feel free to comment below or shoot me a message, and I hope to see you all soon. Bye. Have a good night.